Wagwan viewers and subscribers, welcome back to another live stream video from the D&A football people. So do the like button, subscribe if you're new, because this is part 2 of the quote-unquote England rejects that Craig Butler has been mentioned on Ryan show. Big up Ryan. Last night I was listening to the live, and it's what this man has uttered out of his mouth. It's total nonsense because he's going on very good in the conversation with Ryan and people. But as soon as the man detour, make even a U-turn and start talk about the players them from overseas, players are rejects and this and that and we are going to talk about that because you see Rudolph Speid them do this man. It hurt him to the core heart till he don't even give a F about what really want to take place because maybe these players missed out a chance for a new contract or somewhere of the sort, but something went wrong. Why this man got on a very much wrong because if every video this man do on his Instagram page, it's all about football of Jamaica, the JFF, and all these other things. So people, look good, and it look like I don't know what Speid them do this man about. Bear people, bear this in mind, I am not picking no side in this because me I don't know none of them. And if you never Jamaican football, I don't know nothing about them. So me is not for none of them. And I always come and say I'm about the both of them. I not pick no side. I not depend no side at all. Because both of them, two good minds and in football of Jamaica should have come together and build Jamaica instead of the two of them go at odds, which it's not good enough, So, and also people, Ryan, last night, big up yourself, Ryan. I hope in people really come at me. This is not the disrespect to Ryan. I respect Ryan as a YouTuber. I watch Ryan right through. You understand? But the way how I think that he never dealt with the situation the right and proper way. He did say something. Don't get me wrong, he did say something. But I think he should have pushed back Craig Butler more harder in his corner, just as how Ready to come and beat the JFF and beat Speid and all of them. But they want him push back more harder and Craig Butler and his speech that he uttered. He did say something, but he just shum it off because I don't know, him and Craig Butler is a different type of thing. You see me, so they've known each other a long time. So I don't know the relationship with the both of them. But I think that Ryan should have pushed back more harder and put Butler in place. Load him up and say, oh, stop disrespect the UM. Keep on I said this England rejects. And they need to stop it. And that is what I did expect from Ryan. But anyway, him said something and so was it. You see me? But definitely this man and I gonna stop doing rant and say all of these things, regardless of we come out and push back or say something. But if he understand himself that people watching him and people who know these players find it very distasteful of what this man is utter out of mouth. You understand? Because even at the last year when him son said it too, him son did have a very good interview while doing the video, Kyle Butler, he have a very good interview, because he talk some things that make damn sense. But as soon as the man just utter say about quote unquote England reject, that's where it end for me. You understand me? So the son come and say it, no, the father continue and say it. And look at these people, because where are the most final destination? Kingsley, unstoppable, big up yourself. Well, I did a video, which is a part one. I did the video last night, Unstoppable, where Ryan was talking with him on his show. And he mentioned it. I never know what they said this morning. I never liked the player them overseas. He was just pretending. Talk about, he called them England rejects too. You can check out the show up on Ryan channel last night or him do. Disrespect the player them. You understand me, Unstoppable? So this man keep on pushing these players in at the same fire. And at the same fire, when I fight with JFF, I try to put the player them in it, which the player they not deserve this. You understand me? The player them don't deserve this kind of disrespect from this man who himself is in a high society. You understand me? So people who surrounded him and who near him need to tell this man if it control him words when him speak out, because him have players who want to reach to the professional level, and anywhere they want to go, they have to go overseas. And the same way, they will disrespect your players and certain things. So he need to understand himself and stop disrespect the players then. Because you can count the players them who in quote unquote say England reject, because most of these players who come and represent Jamaica, you never hear them come out and say, yo, they want to play for England. I remember one player I know of, which is Aiden. They'd come out and say him want to play for England and whatever. Maybe one and few, but you never hear a majority of them who come and play for Jamaica over the years. They come out and say, oh, England, I'm number one choice. But obviously, more likely, if you're born in one country, it would be. But it's just the word where this man come out and talk people. It just never nice. And he keep on saying it, and then the man went on and say, yo, him don't care right now. So for sure, you this man don't care about nothing about Jamaican football. This man just only care about his player them and where his players want to reach. So there's no way this thing will stop until the JFF shift up, Speid left it, and the president stepped down and all these things. Then new heads and new faces come in. Then you maybe have a little twist and a little changes if he cannot get his own way, because this man is divide and conquer. Because if he not have his own way, things can't went good. And them kind of mentality they will have, it's madness, total madness. You see me? You got the man in the building. See him struggle. They have to find foreign coach and staff. Europe as well. Well, they always remember when I tell you, Kingsley, Trinidad and Jamaica are running the same boat, you know. Them are running the same boat, because what them do is madness. They just want all them players in the team and them vex being a big whisper. Yeah, me I tell you, Unstoppable, the man upset. Me not for Speedy there, because I always tell him, I come and bonfire upon this man at it, because I not feel, because him do some stupidness to him. But the man get all up in them feelings. It's like a dagger to him heart when we gonna get picked because of whatever the past problem them have. You see me? So the man just upset in their feelings, and him not forget. I mean, the man not forget, and him feel like him just disrespect this and disrespect that. Don't work like that. And you want your players them go to the professional level. Which part they have to go? They have to go overseas, where all of these quote unquote England rejects are applying their trade. This man delusional, bro. Very much delusional. Boss Thomas, big up yourself. You have an agenda to talk bad about the overseas players, to discourage them from coming to represent the country, so that this player won't have competition to be selected. Well, maybe that is the problem. You understand me? And he keep on saying it, because I never expect it from him. I know that he really don't like the overseas player coming, because a lot of time I'm listening to him and him do interview and all and thing, and when him come for ranch and him talk, me listen very carefully when him talk about the overseas players them and anything. Him not glad, him not happy with them come and represent Jamaica. He wouldn't mind, he's one of them too, wouldn't mind the whole team full local players. He wouldn't mind all of that. You understand? I'm not wrong with that. We believe, But I'm just saying the players they are not ready. And this is why they need to put in a system of play, put in structure and all these other things. He all mentioned all of them things that you see me. But the man just divert completely and just start on the players them. You see me? So he keep doing this, saying that and saying this, he going to make it worse for his players then forget even picking at the national team. Because as long as these men are in charge of the Reggae Boys football team or the JFF, these players then going to find it very much difficult to get a call up. And I tell you that, serious. It vexes by and get the pick. Yeah, man, him vex, man. Brother, I'd like a dagger to him heart, bro. He did mention all of that too. You see me, big up yourself, Prince. But female, you just saying, he just talk as a own feel, just like a normal man. He not carrying no weight. No weight at all. You see me? So, as me as a people, I think this man need to understand with the levels of the football right now. And no say, we have to depend on professional player from overseas who eligible to represent the country at this point in time. Because firstly, Jamaica don't have no good structure. They don't have no good coaches to coach the young talent from the age group of 8, 11 coming up, grassroots, and all these other things. We don't have a good structure in. So apparently we have to depend on getting in players. And every country are doing that. So I don't know, see what is the problem, why overseas players cannot play for the country. And they are eligible through their parents. I don't see what is the big problem and what is uproar about, because only we alone, back a wall and like a basic, just not thinking through the thing and say, oh, here we go, and you want better for your country, you have to get the best players. We don't have the structure, we don't have nothing at all to really build players, because your type of building of players is a different total kick of fish one time and go overseas. And you know that too, Butler. So you claim to say you quote unquote build player. Yeah, you guide them on the pathway to be a professional player. But your type of building player, when they go overseas, is a different story. Them struggle. And everybody know that. Anybody at Jamaica do that, because you don't have a proper coach fit in to build a proper professional player. For when them go overseas, them just hit the ground running one time. Boom. You see me? So I think that what this man is doing is to calm down, act like an agent, and stop act like a back-a-wall people. You see me? So I think that this man needs to just focus on his player and his progress to deal with the players then moving forward, and try to instill some good attitude and behavior in the youths them, and stop with them kind of thing. Because doing this and going at JFF not going to help the problem. You're only going to make the situation getting worse. People. So what I need to do, you need to stop doing what I do and build himself. You see me? Well, it's comedy. Local so 80. Local 0 player. Than in the world. That is what I'm saying, bro. If you look at all of these Caribbean countries, the way they are going right now, it's a maze. You don't tell the man say Charlie should have been the one to get selected when you spot. Yeah, man, my aim set because I think I got through some of him videos them on Instagram. I mean, him say it. I mean, so what this man I say? I don't know why these people keep feel to say the JPL is the best and it is a high quality professional Premier League team in the Caribbean. I don't know why, because this is the JPL is nothing, bro, compared to other leagues in the world. So I don't know why people hyping up this thing. Jay, big up yourself. Youngster talk, big up, big up. Rejects are not good, bro. New Zealand there, a World Cup, and we're not there. And that is it. Yeah, man, I know it's not good, but it's what him say. Gangs attack. I mean, no, you not agree with that, you see me? This man yeah, need to build himself because he might disrespect the players then. And that is not good. You see me? Realist, big up yourself. I say my mental issue. I don't know, me can't still, you know? Tell them the World Cup and we have EPA player and can't beat Curacao, dog. Reject them, no good, dog. Well, if you claim to say the reject them no good, you cannot put all of the blames on the players. You have to blame the administration and the coaching staff for not getting it right because you could have the best players them come and play for you. If you not play like a team and you play good performance, you will not make it. Because I hear a lot of people say, if we even get Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo for our team, even now play a good team, I will beat the same way. So it's not no matter how the players them gangs attack. You see me? All on the field to say, you just feel to say, getting all these local players on the team would have been a cohesiveness or it would have been a chemistry so fast. No, it wouldn't. It would not work. You understand? Because they're not playing against themselves. They're playing against some high quality team. So you know that nothing about the players them so we know the players them have a part to play in it. Still, you know, them should have performed better, you know. I believe so, you know. But bro, they can't put the blame slowly down on the players them alone. What do you think the environment will be should his players end up in a club with players that are eligible to play for Jamaica? Exactly, bro. You see me? If that even happen, what am I gonna say? That's why I tell you this man if you think before him talk. Said nah, but why players not giving us their best? Put the best, the focus on going back to the club. What do you mean the players are not giving their best? Who are the players that are not giving the best? Because I believe that all of these players who come and represent Jamaica from overseas, they come and give their best. What do they expect the guy them to do? What do they expect them to do? I don't know. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, people. Yeah. But may I say, brother, these people need to do better. Lose my chain and that, you know. Jamaica people backward. Well, may I tell you, uh, I can't even get the name right, you know, man. Big up yourself still. Yeah, man, they're definitely backward. You see me? And if you keep on continuing this way, it's going to get the football more worse and worse. But that isn't wrong though. Reject isn't saying the players is crap. It's saying they were rejected by their preferred or first choice team. I'm not try to fit up. Ready. I'm not try to fix it up still because when you listen what the man say, he might try to fix it up afterwards when him talk. When the man first said it, listen carefully, you know. When he said him get these crap players, them, the England rejects. Brother, I'm not trying to need and find this thing, brother, because Butler is wrong. It is not, and what do you think? And I feel that all of these players who come and represent Jamaica wanted to play for England. Not all of them. It's one and few of them. And without a doubt, some of these players would have picked their first shot if it possible if they could play for England. And the word rejects, it's just the bad way. If you use it in a better way. If him say, all right, players did want to play for thing there, for England, and they don't make it, and they come and try for Jamaica. Nothing wrong with that, but they make it seem as if that say, oh, these players, they willingly, all of them willingly if play for Jamaica, and none of them just never make it because they can't make it, so then come a rookie team or whatever. And not like that, brother. You see me? So I want to try and eat and find it up, man. But like disrespect the youth them, and you need and that is it. And him saying a business either. Slave mentality in Jamaica, definitely too much slave mentality. Well, gangster talk, you're not supposed to upset, you know, because you see, may I tell you, from the get-go, all this thing I work out. I was watching Jamaica throughout the qualifiers, and when I see them make it at the automatic qualifier, me done. I said, this is it for Jamaica. Them not going into nowhere, you know, because it's going to be hard for them to really get through all these other teams. I said, Jamaica people, hypocrite, love England pound, but not love the English-born players. Some backward people. Boy, I mean, I tell you, I speak fact. You see me? Definitely speaking some facts. That's all. You know, and I don't know why all these people, we are really hypocrite for true. Me a Jamaican still, but if I say we, you know, but me not stay like that. That's it. Stats. This is why Jamaica can't reach anywhere because of all these people think. The mentality of black culture is always being bringing down others, black to bring themselves up. Crab in a barrel. It always happened that way. Crab in a barrel mentality. Never prove them wrong. KC, Blake, Bobby, Hayden, Pinnock, Bailey, and Lowe can go. What do you mean the man them can go? Why they for go? Youngster talk. But apparently this maybe with them last World Cup either, because next 4 or 5 years the man are near 40s. Is it? So say go. We just need 1 goal and none of the rejects. Could not put in. See, you see it? Why you never call? You should me tell you all you confusing again at all. Why you say the reject them can't put in? Because you know look for the player them to score goal. Why want the local player them? Want the born local player them who go overseas like a Leon Bailey or whatever? Why them could put in a ball in the back end? Why you have to look to the rejects them? And them alone play on the field, but you know look to them as say yo, them supposed to get the ball in the back end because them is professional player. Dog. If anyone defend what he said is right, it's just the same as Butler pride. Exactly. Stats. Exactly. They're you know what we call them pillow gang, you know? The Butler never wrong yet in no shape or form. Whenever them man utter them nonsense there, it never wrong fit for them yet. You know, that is why it's like this, you know. This is why it's like this, you know. This is why it's like this. That people want to play for England and get rejected. It's just for over emotion from but so you. And name the players them who wanted to play for Jamaica It may be more likely maybe one or few or three, you know. It's not all of the players that will come and represent in a brother. It's not all of them, bro. So don't get it twisted. Say, yo, all of the players them say, yo, England them first choice. You ever hear Bobby Reid come out and say England them first choice? You hear thing there, Anthony come out and say England them first choice. The man them never want, and all of them say that. So the man they need to get them facts straight, brother. Is that everybody? So they must come up everybody. I mean, maybe probably Aiden are one of them who really intent of wanted to play for England, you know. You see me? I hear them attack. They are scared of competition for their favorite player. You will never hear them say nothing about Curacao who qualified and not of them was born local. Well, Boston, that is it. I'm afraid for them when them man they come and represent, they know so they play hard to get in some position. Real. It's Dixon. I never get enough time. It's a lot to learn, man. I guarantee all local aspiring to go overseas to play. Exactly, it in here right on it. I said this earlier in the live in the stats. This is where you want to send in players them overseas, but yet still, bash the players them who develop overseas. You see me I tell you now, but this man, you it in here right on the head that because this man understand himself because he know that if him players them stay in a Jamaican Premier League, they cannot go anywhere, they cannot make the money, they cannot facilitate their family and everybody where they're supposed to. So that's why they need to appreciate these players and start disrespect the players them as reject. That you know, we're Butler not building player then, and then all right, we have to stay at Jamaica and make money. Why not do that then? Why am I aspire them to say all right, why you play? Why you get in all the football education, go overseas, make money, help your family and all of this. Because that is where the big pie is at. And then yet still they call the player them who build their thing in the England and also over. You see me, brother? So I tell you this one delusional. Big man thing, but like delusional. Chorus, big up yourself. Darius is not a reject. He's been waiting to play for Jamaica and take forever to get in. And that is why I tell us that is that all the players them are aspire to play for England. And a lot of we know that. So true now in vex with Speid and in feel to say in just even just burst out and just put in everybody in every conversation. And that thing do you know and disrespect the youth them you know. That means I man now come and say your way. But I need to lift up and stop with them foolishness and start disrespect the players them. That may I tell you. Because that is where aspiring players them to be a professional player like them players too. So you need to stop disrespect the players them and lift up. That may I tell you. Anthony the Kizzy Power Max are reject. I know that for sure. I don't know about Anthony, I don't know about KC, I never hear them come out and say that. I never hear nothing like that yet. But I know about Aiden one come out. He said that as well. So I don't know about the rest, gangster talk. I don't know. You have to bring that facts to me. I'm one of the biggest problems in Jamaican football course. I'm on Speid, the whole of them. Congo creates most of the players are overseas born. Only damn Jamaica and fight against that. Exactly. That is what they are doing. And they feel like they're doing something good. Because all of these players who play for Curacao, 80, Congo, as you mentioned, most of these players are born overseas and they just have a lineage, they can play for their country. There's a lot of players who could have played for Congo because I was on a live. I was doing a live and one of the Congo supporters coming on the chat. And he said most of these players who playing for France, Belgium, like the some of these players who play for top European country, most of these players was eligible to play for Congo. So that means Congo people fans them would call them reject too. Come on, people. I can't bet the Congo people and don't do that. You understand me? Broadman security, big up yourself. Enough to do that, brother. And that really hurt me the most, you know, brother. Because it was going off on a tangent and he might talk about Speid and JFF. Then know the man involved, the players them, bro. Me never like that. And that really get me off. I never really rate that. Club football is different from national. He sent his player away for club football. Yeah. Yeah, he did that. He do that, yes. But we know that a national team is different. So that is why you have to have technical people and technical coaches who ready to coach professional players. Because national team is not for no upcoming players to just join the national team like that. You have to be at a club playing professionally and perform on a level. Then when you come in, it just is so simple. So if the coach have a one session, he put his word out and say, all right, this is what you're supposed to do. Everybody get it right and every coordination work right. So it's not as if that when these coaches are coaching Jamaica and some of these players they are pushing the national team, this is joke thing. This is madness. They're fighting in player to go England and play football. That is, I would have liked to ask him the same question to you, know, brown man. I would have want to ask him the same question too. Sherman Scott, big up yourself. Where are you, bro? Big up yourself. So people, if you haven't yet hit the like button, do hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Congo fans can't call them reject simple because Congo don't reject them. It was the player who reject Congo. That is it. And that is true. You see me? That is definitely true. They never got because remember Congo was in a state of some kind of down, and for them to go play with Congo, it going to diminish their reputation of a high level quality football. So them did have a choice to do that, and it worked out for them in their favor. So them refuse Congo, it's not a bad decision of doing that. It's to some people that say yes, they should have go back and try to help the country, but in other space of time and how they are acquiring to get the team up and running, by the time they reach to the stage, some of these players are no longer going to play back for the country again. So it was the right time for Congo now to stand surety and get the right player, because Congo going to recruit more players, a lot more players out there we don't know about who are eligible to play for them. You know, Vincent, big up yourself, David. Do it the like button, people, if you haven't done so yet. I said, speak it. Yeah, man. Sherman Scott, me now sit down and make this thing a slide because this has been going on for years. But these people are fighting against the overseas player, and it just no look right. I forgot, man. Oh, look, to Jamaica. Surely 2030 was there, will be there. Love from South Africa. Big up Vincent. Manners and respect to you. Respect. Must up their United team and they can't play football game again. We say the man go mash it up and then left them and then gone a one different club. So I go on and mash up all like club them, J2 football. John Star. And that the man go on with. So may I say still people, this thing he has been saying it. Well, him never really say it, but him son they say it. And that is where I put him on one side, I put him one side. I don't really to look upon him again, because you can't utter them stupidness there and use a player who go overseas at a younger age. You are Leon Bailey and see how certain things run, but yet still you find it difficult for you to come and call players reject. You, Kyle Butler, you should never utter them nonsense because I know Leon Bailey would never say them thing there. But in our ego and feeling and all of these things, on start to go on with the antics and I come call play them reject now. You understand? So you have been said that last year. I know your father. He can't hold it no more. So him come and speak out and talk. Because him have this up in empty, because we all know that he never rate some of these English players. We know that for sure. He never respect these players. He just come and talk for interview like say, oh, give some of the players a rating them and say, oh, we are better players out this, can do the job too, that we are, So we never need to go for some of these players. But shut up your mouth on you. That's the need for do. Shut up your mouth and relax yourself and focus on your thing. That is what you need to do. Focus on your thing and not to be focusing on players who play overseas to come and represent Jamaica. Because you wouldn't mind, you have a talk in the national team and you can push in all of your players then, because the more captain get, the more recognition they get from overseas and people look at your players then. And that is the main aim for the whole of UNO, because the same for Speid too. That is the main aim for them. No one make a next big box and don't care nothing about the national football team. And there is where the problem is lie, because you claim to say you have the best art for Jamaica, but you not. You think about getting players overseas and making big bucks. That is what I care about. Understand? One thing the team is sprint. The country looking for players from overseas to play for them. Canada do it, America do it, Mexico, only Jamaica don't want over. Well, brown man, not tell you the truth. All we know, a backward we are going, because you see where the FIFA ranking is at right now, where Jamaica is at, where Jamaica coming from, and know where they at now. God help us, because if we can't move from 71 and go up back from now, right now it's sticky. Because you see what? A lot of things are catch up on us. You see, all of these things what they might do to the national team will catch up on us, because you see them team here we perform right now in the CONCACAF region. We know the CONCACAF region one of the best, because we know when US, the Mexico, them play other team out there, then get beat up. Only Mexico kind of hold them on right now. US get battered by thing they already. On the region them have strength for. So that is why we all get left at all time, because you see the Honduras, the Guatemala, the Costa Rica, and also Dominican Republic. Some of these teams who are performing in the region right now, they are ahead of Jamaica right now. So right now, if you look and see where they standing of the CONCACAF right now, because Jamaica no in the top 5. Not again. Once Jamaica was in the top 3 or whatever. But now Jamaica are way behind. All because of our ego and our belief and what we think should happen. I heard Messi Greenland was to represent the Reggae Boys. What happened? Well, Vincent, it's supposed to happen, but I think Messi Greenland step back and say, um, he have some important things to do now, but he get a lot of bashing from the fans and everybody, so he just never continue. So he say he's going to sit out this thing there and focus on his life. Nothing wrong with that. The simple problem for South Africa, we have three players playing for Liverpool and Chelsea, but our FA is not considering them. That's true sometimes because these players are playing for high quality player team, and maybe them not really have a look at them unless them going and push out themselves, Vincent, and say, all right, I want to represent my country, then they will proceed with the thing. But for now, maybe they're not going to look at them because maybe they have other intention of putting in other players who in other European clubs or other these things. I say, Aaron, a real joke, big joke of them. Oh, we know, I go and big up yourself, big up everybody in the building. Who that? Colin Quest. What go on, yo? Long time in the see you on the live, bro. G. Hope all is well with you. England players are England rejects, but Jamaica treasure. Jamaica can't play JP. And the rejects. Everyone is coming home. No club want our players. They are no good. Our coaches are. Right here, man. Because you see, I tell you, them are reject, but yet still, when Jamaican players went overseas, they cannot make it. So that means they are rejects too. So fascinating. I tell you, it just heart-rending sometimes to see all these people are wrecking the country. And they don't know that they are doing all of them things here. They are messing up the country big time from the government who in charge of the football go straight down. They are wrecking the country. And every minute they come out, them say them is nationalists, them is nationalists. None of them are nationalists. Only just come and chat about a nationalist. If you're not a nationalist, you put Jamaica first. On the line on the pocket first, though. Enough to represent Jamaica. Well, I said the English players are good, but they're not good enough. Who said that? Maybe in their mind they have it that way. We're ahead of Congo a couple of years ago in the FIFA ranking, but now they're skyrocketing past us. And guess where they're at stats? Because I think Congo is at about 27th or so, in the 20s, I believe. And because remember, Congo team, as we mentioned, Congo team is a team coming from the dirt, Remember, they said there was there is a no-name team in the African nation, There was no name, and see it take them a couple of years well to drag themselves out of the dust and to reach this. Well, I tell her, Congo deserve it more than Jamaica. Believe you me, people. Congo deserve it more because they play like a team, they act more professional, and they deliver. It's just that they cannot finish properly, and that's going to be their biggest fall letdown in the World Cup because they're not afraid to attack you. They're not afraid to keep the ball. You understand? And we not looking at all of this thing and try to adapt. So I tell them, Congo deserve it. I know the past Jamaica skyrocket for two. The reason we are going backward has nothing to do with our feelings towards our six players. It's our laziness in owning young talent and creating a structure to accelerate submitted players in assisting. Oh, I understand what you say, sir. But remember, it all to do with the JFF and not putting in the right structure, as you mentioned, plus the system. Because remember, them is the head of the Jamaican football, and it all come down to what they're doing, what they are doing for the youths, them to apply certain developmental aspect to really bring out proper professional players, you know? So it's just that sometimes it all went down to. You see me? Because if they are doing the right thing, and doing it from scratch, there's no way you would miss. You would get through right out. Congo in the 40. 40, you sure now? Welcome, qualifier. Look fit. I have no idea because around 60 in the world, according to FIFA ranking. But let me see right now. On the 61 current ranking, I'm gonna go up. Mm. Around 61 now. I feel Jamaica will be powerful if they develop their own league because I watch One Pleasant versus Cruz Azul. They are actually good. Well, that is it. If we have raw talent in the country, Vincent, but we are not doing the right thing. It's only some other academy and clubs are doing it. You see, like the Mount Pleasant, as you mentioned, are doing it. If we have about 10 more clubs in the country doing all of that and have a system of play put in place for every one of these clubs, you will definitely get some very much good talent. And also, mind you have to get in the right set of coaches to coach these youths. You understand? So, for them to do that, nothing wrong with doing that. Of getting the right set of coaches, build a structure, and build the players them from the ground. It will be a good look. But Jamaica not have the facility, they not have the organization, they not have nothing at all put in place to do all of that. So this is why Jamaica have to go out and get it, and not no run of getting in players because a lot of countries still getting in players from all over the world. You understand? So building it from scratch will be good. Of course, I would agree with that, but they are not on a long term thing. They are not really depending to make this be a long term thing. I say, all right, we're gonna sit out 1, 2, 3 World Cup and build a team to compete against technical teams who are playing at the highest level. We are not willing to do that. A lot of teams do that over the years, and they still have the conveyor belt rolling. Same way. Look at the likes of Japan. Japan went to World Cup for the first time with Jamaica, 98. But yet still, Japan continues to go into every World Cup every time it come around because they are doing something right. And Japan are not the fastest players them in the team, but when they play very good. Consider them beat all big bad England for sure you were there. And it's not about players who play at their best club or whatever, who play good on the day and get their chances and defend properly. You understand? So there's a lot to it. People have to understand say this thing we have to take it into consideration and build this thing from scratch and stop depend on short term thing because short term would never get you anywhere. You can't compare a player that was already in academy since 6, 7 year old to Morning Cup over eyeball. Well, I will compare them. Compare them still in a chorus, but is what the guy mentioned about a while ago. But I wasn't comparing because I think players who are in the academy for a long while now, they're more developed than a player who in a Morning Cup and players who play a Morning Cup for just a couple months and get hype and push them on to overseas. No, that is not how it is. Recruiting is the way. Yeah, recruiting could be a possibility, of course. Nothing wrong with recruiting players. You know? It's out to say we don't have this and that. This is what we need to do after leaving France. In 98 we beat Japan, but they are now level above us. You have to first have the desire. And it looked like Jamaica don't have that desire either. Sure, because Japan keep going every World Cup every minute. They never miss out a World Cup from 98. So me I tell her they are doing something right. And Jamaica now going to the World Cup, getting that money, we wasn't looking in the right direction of say, all right, we're going to use our homegrown players, are we going to develop some grassroots players, get in some coaches. So at that point in time, I think that we never have a lot of good heads or football mind heads in the national team at that moment. I feel that is where we lost it completely. You understand? So young players overseas now, we're in the under 17, which one? Well, that they need to stop though. That is why I come and make this video in a chorus because it hurt me to see a big man like this who want the best for his player them overseas, but yet still I call the player them reject. I just never like that, and it never sit well with me, and I have to come out and make my talk and said my piece because in just keep on going and say this and it going to just sit well with people and people not going to push back and saying because there are a lot of YouTubers out there who not going to come and say Craig, you're wrong and you need to stop it who a big platform and all these other things. You see me? But me now as a small man, I come out and say it must reach some people. I understand for sure it's people are really with him. You see me? I should have been one of the best team in the Commonwealth region or in the world, but I don't know who used J and them. Juju and them. What that mean now? Well, I don't know, no, man, tell you the truth. And still, people really delusional now. People still have Jamaica as one of the best in the Caribbean. People still are out of that nonsense. Jamaica is the best in the Caribbean. I don't know how people still saying that, which we could have still been one of the best, but yet still we are not. Franklin Young, big up yourself. Likewise, Marvin Fern, manners and respect, everybody. Big up, big up. Hope you all hit the like button. But they said they're not going no more further than possible for JA football. They're not going nowhere, brother. Nowhere they're not going from. They're not going nowhere at all because these people feel like they're doing good to Jamaican football when they're hurting. They're crippling the football big and serious. I don't like also about the card, the heritage player reject. I would like to ask a question. Was Ryan Sterling was a Jamaican reject why he played for England? Well, some people would have said he's a reject because he's a born Jamaican and thing, and he went to England and he picked England as first choice and all these other things. But Ryan Sterling do what he do and I have no problem on his decision, but it's just that what this man is utter, but I don't like that. It's too disrespectful to the players them, and I really not with that. I understand my friend, so Butler need to realize and understand himself and sit down himself in one corner and look at what he's doing. He feel like he's doing something good then no, because he have him pillar gang them behind him. You see me? Tell our TV, big up yourself. Hope all is well to and the family. Hope you have a good day. Go in there. Manners and respect, man. He said it because he doesn't know the value of other family, only his own. And that is why I said that he's selfish. He's definitely selfish, chorus, because you, as a man, you just look for your family and your players, them, and who in your circle. So, one to the other players, them, one to the people, them who surrounded the football. You don't care about, that's what I'm saying, you she should never utter them thing there because of the status of you traveling overseas, going to different countries, see different culture, see this different structure and development, but yet still you have the nerves to come out and call the player them reject. That me not get. Star boy, look at yourself. Bush get promoted on YouTube like this. Well, no, it's not about promoting. We are debunk what he said because it's not as if that we agree. We disagree now. We are debunk that and push it back. But you see when you keep talking it and you're highlighting it, and you keep expressing it kind of way as they say, oh, you agree, then it look like say, oh yeah, you really are promote it, but maybe to you is maybe a promotion strategy or whatever the case. But me I debunk it and push it back because when do you know right at all, not time at all. You see me? Big up yourself, real baller. We are deal with it. The best my client set us back 10 years. as for Butler that dude is the devil. Well, you said that, I never said that, but when I say my client set to back 10 years because it's all about the organization. We have to blame them. Them is a part of it too. You understand? Yeah, man. Respect Talawa TV. Big up, big up. Definitely, family house go far away, far, far away. Yeah, he did mention it because I was going through some videos and all these things. When we hear and say Leon Bailey could have played for England too as well. So that means he would have made Leon Bailey play for England if it possible because he might not the best interest for him, but oh no, these players come play for Jamaica, I reject. I say man tell you this man a big delusional, my biggest delusional person in Jamaica. Biggest. And he have been followers them come and support him with him madness and him crap. I know that Leon Bailey hear all of them something and him not like it. Because Leon Bailey is straightforward in talking mind and thing. And if Liam will hear him something here, me know he must give him a call and say, yo, that what you mentioned about the player them not really go say no bridging. You need to stop do that. You see me? We say he's not delusional, he's a con artist. We say he's the biggest the biggest con artist in Jamaica then. You know, so may I tell you, man, this man should be the last person to say this. Because if I'm thinking that the JFF, you know, with them, you know, selecting player from overseas, you know, them have to accept it now, because remember at first they wasn't with it, you know. They wasn't with getting players in the national team, you know, from overseas, and they wasn't with it, you know. They was pushing back on the players them who can represent Jamaica. But now they have to accept it, because they realize the best is not on the island, and they just have to accept it and suck it up. Some people that say why for that, but I suck it in to themselves, you know. So it's not as if that a Butler alone, JFF was one of the problems as well from the get go. They make this thing be out in the air, because they refusing the players from the get go. And every call up and every players who could represent the country, they push back on them. McCann did not pick himself, and they should take a page from his book. He pocket his bag before the game, while they feel don't want to go. Oh boy. I'll be surprised if the man from England start out beef with his player. And that are the thing too, because if his players them over England and the people them over there are problem with him player them, no, he might go be an opera and say, yo, them people not like him player them and this and that. And may I tell him, I left a message on his Instagram page on one of the video them that he did. I think that they about 2 days ago. I said, when you dig a hole, you dig two. Because you have players going in to the professional part in a Europe. And I see where people are going to reject your players them if you have it, quote unquote, is not a disrespect or a word that you use to clarify your statement of not being so disrespectful, but it was disrespectful. You understand? So remember, if you dig one, you dig two, Mr. Butler, and focus on that, because you see all of these players we are putting down and talk about them is reject. Remember, you are heading to the prize overseas. Remember, you want your players them get the best opportunity ever that they could get in their life. And if they went there and to your eyes you feel like they are good enough, and they look at your players and say, no, they are not ready. So that means you would have called them reject your players too as well, because of their performance, or they're not aligned with their whatever they want to do. You could use it in the same term too, you know. So when you dig a hole, you dig two, bridging, and stop kill off of the players them. You need to stop do that. You understand? Because that now go nowhere. Jamaica in the right part and position, and the time we should supposed to focus on getting the best crop of players them to qualify for the World Cup, and then try and create and build something from the scratch with that money that you're getting. We are killer for the players them who could make the best opportunity for us. You know, see this money, them people I tell you, I just them make the football get away, you know. The JFF with the back and forth with Butler and all of these people who siding with the JFF, who siding with Butler, the saying this, the saying that. I want to make it bad, you know. I understand. Why, of course, this man was the coach, man, for Jamaica football team. Combat star, God help us. No player the man now look on overseas. None. All players would have been local and who born in a Jamaica and thing. So they could involve in a team. But people, I'm gonna shed more light on this man instead. They're in the life, you see me, because I have some things to do. You see me? But remember, man, Butler, my message to you, now dig a hole, you dig two. Don't dig one. Because just as might you're going to end up in our next one. Because of the utterance you mentioned about people and disrespecting players. Cannot disrespecting players like that, and you building players and developing players. You claim to say developing players, you want them to reach the highest level. You see me? You say if peanut get big, whisper, we get big too. After water come. Boy, me I tell you, always been a comparison with him and film players them because he feel to say him players them are the best since sliced bread. You know? And he just feel to say that is the thing. And them is the right pick and the right fit for the national team. Not no wrong of having belief in your players, but you're too extreme with it, brother. You're too extreme because you're pushing an agenda and say whisper is this, whisper is that, but yet still whisper even cannot make it out of the under 21 level in Chelsea team. And we know that is impossible. You know? So do you know for up alone, you know? So I tell you, is a Premier League starter. Uh, Romantic. You need to come on from a channel that you need for the that you need for the year. And mine I get a block one time. Here. That me I tell you. Craig Butler is your man, not is the man. Craig Butler is your man. That me I talk about. No is the man. You know when man come and chat stupid. Me know some of them are gonna turn up, you know. Just because the video don't reach some of them yet. Why you see some of them not really come and chat up their mouth in a group chat. Not the message. No need to lift up, man. That me tell you, this is why Jamaica can't be better because them have someone who like tail. It Butler say jump on the ask, oh I. Uno not have a mind on our own, but lead you know in a madness and in a look a dark place. Because when you come and talk about Butler is the man. Butler is the man way. Butler is your man. But you're kind of foolishness. Come chat. You deserve a time out. A lucky man to block your ass. I mean, a time for foolishness, you know. You see me? So I tell the people, It a continue, it's just a cycle. You have a thing called conveyor belt. It just continue going on and on and on and on. When it going to stop? When we're going to have a line to cross? When it going to cut off? When a cut off point going to be instilled? When we're going to have that? It's going to keep going on because these people, these nonsensical people, are come chat their stupidness on the live, and then they have Butler, I push certain narrative, I do this all and do all of that. We're not going to stop. And this is one of the saddest thing. When they run the country wreck in football. No wonder they will for a couple of times. Okay, well, right now, JFF minor set right now tirelessly on the girls to qualify to get a lot of money. That is what they're hoping right now. Jamaican man and knuckle gaze. They defend one more than they. Brother, hey, oh no, when you feel like a Georgie, man, you love money fetch, and then I want them was homophobic country, but they not like this, not like that. But yet still, a them a come on internet a chat about man and who they defend and who they rate. And bet they not talk much about it about woman like that. I tell you, some of them for go man and lift up. I tell you the man for go man. Man, them love yes. And in Jamaica, them love. Man, them have at them heart. Best interest at the heart. Because they hear the man come chat stupidness. I tell you, this is why the Jamaica football now going away, bro. And we are continuing in this cycle. We're going to continue to behave like this because you have some very stupid people out here in Jamaica backing madness from the JFF side and from Crib Butler side. Both of them, me not pick no side. I always be more objective and just say, oh, me a burn a fire, me a burn a fire. If you speed them, come on the foolishness like how him come and play the World Cup qualifier games and feel to say him was the man or him done good. In my eyes, he don't do nothing at all. Nothing at all they don't do. You see me? So me I tell you, not until in Jamaica get rid of these men in the JFF and you have some new heads and them new people coming in, then we could say, all right, Jamaica going on the right trajectory. Jamaica are doing the right thing. They are building a structure. They are building. But having these men in place, but because these men look like they are not going nowhere because you hear the president come out and say he's not resigning. He's continuing with his stupidness and expect people to support them. When they feel drastically they feel and they're doing all of these stupidness. Every minute they come and talk about they have success and achievement. What are the success? I do a video there. I want to know what is the damn success. Well, the success is what? To qualify for under 17 World Cup and for the woman. What are the achievements? What can I achieve? Brother, man, for lift up, virgin. I can't in them England region. Butler, please go make some more ball and leave our national team. Yes, you can make pro top ball, so go do that and just cheer for our national team. Well, big up yourself, Luton Fire, manners and respect. You see me? He always do that. He said that. You know, he said that. You see me? But me I tell us still, this is how it's going to continue if nothing don't change in the organization, people. We're going to have this kind of back and forth with overseas players, with local players. We're going to continue to have this because these people are making it bad, and from the JFF never in tune of getting the players them in from the get go. That are the cause of the problem. You see me? Exactly, load and fire. That is their main objective of getting their players in the national team. Because if they're doing that, that means they're not have their best interest at heart, as you mentioned earlier, Lothar. You're just forwarding. But as me I tell you, they don't have the country as their best interest at heart because if they're using unprofessional player into a national setup, because this are one of the most high level quality, the best because them have World Cup as one of the best tournament in the world, best footballing play because the best of the best face up with each other and you will see the real true talent them come out. You know? And if you have a national team and you're looking to say, all right, you want to perform, you want to qualify for certain things, you have to have the best players them in. So I don't know why they feel like they want to hustle and push the players in to get players sell because we know that the more caps players have because that in some other classes or some other transfer players who got a lot of caps more likely to get a looking in for for a club team and more likely the stack with I, you know. So that is why they are playing games with the national team. They are not looking at say qualify because making the next millions of dollars on a player, that is their main aim and intention. Both sides, Butler and Speid, the whole of them, that is their main intention. And that is what they want to do. You understand? So when they come out and it's nothing surprising when they are beating off the England players them who come and represent. It's nothing new. It's 10 million Jamaican worldwide a player come in anytime. Don't let them trick you about chemistry and team building. International team have a few days to be before a game. Exactly. Well, me I tell you, Luton, they can't trick me, bro, because I understand the thing. For quite some years right now, since about two years since me had the football content in for Jamaica and do a lot of research and watch channels and get other people opinion and all of these things. But what they're doing, they're feeling that they want to build something or build some chemistry, but that is not their main aim. That is not what they wanted to do, you know? So that is why you have professional player have to come and represent for their country because remember, this is not a young team or a team that you're going to put out to play against some high level quality teams to get experience. But yet still Jamaica are doing all of that. We're going backward, you know. No team at all who played international level football are doing all of them crap here. They're putting all of their best players out there who are performing at the highest level to get the job done. So I don't see where these men are taking 10 steps back when they're supposed to move forward with the national team. Bro, may I tell you the truth? It's sad. It's really sad for Jamaica football. And some people who are run behind these people as the pillow gang and who now come out and talk the truth and tell them and say, oh, a foolishness them a do, them are going to find it out at the end of the day. When these clubs are stop looking in Jamaica to get players because they realize that Jamaica don't have the best quality in the Caribbean. They don't have the best players them are to represent, and they are not developing the players properly. And this is all our players struggle Sometimes when they went overseas because they are not properly developed. I understand we only believe they only wrecking these youth careers and getting these big money and that's it. They don't care about nothing about these youths. I understand. Inexperienced dons acting like it's only them alone travel. No other team have a problem with the team. The time FIFA give the pre for the game. Exactly, Newton fair. Definitely chat some real facts here. You know? Me know who then can't take for fool. Me know you then can't take for fool because you know your thing. And me know others in the comment section they can't do food either because people know things, people are doing research, people are doing a lot of things. So when they come and do all of them something, them feel like they might take a fool and thing, but people just look and a smile and them thing there. So them doing this now don't make no sense. You see me? So people, big up on yourself, you know, at the end of life, righteous. So. You see me? So big up on yourself and hope you all have a good evening. Loot and fire forward in late. Manners and respect to you and thing. And big up on yourself, people. Have a good day and safe. As everybody pissing me off when some boy at Jamaica call me kids born in the state, not real Jamaican or reject. Everyone down no grandmother. They said that for them real baller. Yeah man, them forget that disrespect to man because they're too bright. You see me I tell you, support your son. Say that daddy, I want to play for Jamaica, whatever the case may be. I see you in that style here, you know. That me I tell you, you not get no pass at all. So me I tell you, these people, well, them say America is one of the most racial country, or Russia, whatever. But me think Jamaica is racial too, you know, brother. We say we are black people and we love our colors, you know, but we more racial, you know. Because if you ever said that against people who leave Jamaica, get their kids overseas, regardless of what the situation may be, and they are not, they come back and say, all right, yeah, and you say them is not Jamaican like we. No, you're kidding me, bro. You know, so I tell the people, I left it so. So big up on yourself, yeah, man.